Want to speak real Swahili from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SwahiliPod101.com.
Have you ever heard of people learning a new language in only 1 week? Crazy, isn't it? Well, most polyglots, people who speak several languages, start speaking new languages quickly thanks to their previous experiences. In this video, we'll approach learning a new language fast by demonstrating proven, realistic steps that any beginner can follow. Here are 13 ways to learn a new language in record time. Number 1. Connect with language partners online. One of the most common and cheapest language learning tricks is simply building a learning relationship with native speakers of your target language, perhaps with someone who's also interested in learning your mother tongue. This method can make learning a new language more enjoyable, as it breathes life into your chosen language and shows you the practical side of it, unlike in textbooks and at language schools. Number 2. Travel to a country where your target language is spoken. Simple language learning can be facilitated by traveling abroad. Interacting with locals in only their native language will force your brain to learn new vocabulary and become familiarized with the language you're learning. Number 3. Work on your pronunciation. Pronunciation is key for communicating a new language properly. If you don't pay attention to how you pronounce words in the language you're learning, you'll probably fall into some bad habits that cause you to not be able to communicate properly. It's easy to lose motivation if you take the wrong direction from the beginning. A great way to correctly pronounce words in your chosen language is to use a voice dictionary. This will allow you to listen to automatic audio pronunciations of all the new expressions you learn. Also, don't hesitate to ask native speakers to teach you the correct pronunciation. Most people will be happy to help you fix small mistakes. This quick effort on your part will help you sound like a native speaker yourself, and in the future, you won't make that mistake again. Number 4. Carry a dictionary on the go. Want to save some time and overcome language barriers a little more easily? Have a go-to dictionary app. Not only will a dictionary help you become successful in your chosen language, but it will also lift the vocabulary weight right off your shoulders. You'll start to contextualize every word you use and train your brain to use it in real-life situations. Number 5. Use the spaced repetition algorithm for memorization. Spaced repetition is proven to be more effective than traditional memorization methods. Using spaced repetition to learn new vocabulary words increases your ability to remember information in the long term. On our site, you can use flashcards to improve your vocabulary skills. These flashcards will repeat as you need them, so you can check back on words you've studied in 3 days, then 7, and then maybe 14, so you don't forget them. Number 6. Listen to audio clips in your chosen language. Studies have shown that being exposed to any language's audio, even if you don't understand what's being said, can make a huge difference as it helps your brain adapt to new pronunciations and grammar structures. You can get started on this with our audio lessons. On our sites, you'll find clips recorded by native-speaking language teachers, along with flashcards, grammar explanations, cultural insights, and much more for all your listening study needs. Number 7. Learn the alphabet of the language you're learning. Learning the alphabet is crucial for starting your language learning journey. There are many languages with unique and challenging alphabets that are necessary to master to learn the language. In many Asian languages, such as Arabic, Chinese, and Persian, mastering the alphabet or characters is necessary to read and pronounce words correctly. In modern Standard Arabic, you must learn the alphabet, diacritics, and dotting to be able to pronounce and read expressions correctly. So getting the alphabet down at the beginning of your language learning process is a necessary first step. Number 8. Study grammar, but only when necessary. Intimidating grammar is arguably what makes most people quit learning a language before really even starting. Most of us have studied at least one language at school, yet we're still unable to speak. Why? Because academic systems are not built to teach you fluency in speaking, but they are built to teach you grammar for tests. Instead, to keep up motivation and see real results, it's better to focus on the practical side of languages, real-life conversations. Learning the necessary grammar will then come progressively. A great way to practice practical language is to keep a daily journal using the foreign vocabulary words you learn throughout the day. You can then ask your tutor or teacher to correct your writing and spot any grammar rules you might have missed. Number 9. Take private language lessons online. Worried about losing motivation while learning a foreign language? Then working one-on-one with a teacher is a must. Private language lessons are the only situation in which someone will be truly disappointed if you don't finish your assignment. Your private tutor is focused on you and your language education, and not juggling at least a dozen students in multiple classes. Without someone to be your central focus and to focus on you, you might not be able to learn your target language as fast as you're actually able. Our Premium Plus feature allows students to speak directly with teachers, receive assignments, and get feedback to progress faster and keep up motivation. Number 10, keep a foreign language journal. Like mentioned earlier, keeping a daily journal in your target language is a great way to practice practical language skills. It just takes 5 minutes every day to write something quick about your day, your goals, or things you might be looking forward to. This will help you stick new expressions into your brain and improve communication, writing, and language skills. It also gives you a very real way to see your skills improve as you progress in your studies. Number 11, change your language settings on your devices. We spend a huge amount of time interacting with technology, phones, computers, TV. To make the most out of the time you devote to these devices, a great idea is to switch your language settings to the language you're learning. At the beginning, you might need to translate a substantial amount of words into your native language to move on with almost everything you do. But since most of us know where certain apps and settings are located, you'll slowly but surely start to memorize new vocabulary words. Number 12. Expand your vocabulary with mnemonics. Mnemonics is basically building a system in your brain that links previously learned information in any language you speak with the new information you want to remember. Especially for learning a new language, they can be used as cheat codes for those who struggle to memorize information they're exposed to. You can use mnemonics to memorize sentences, vocabulary lists, idioms, and other words. Number 13, stop worrying about making mistakes. One of the biggest errors that can significantly slow you down is worrying about making mistakes. To avoid this, you might consider telling your language partners and teachers that you're open to any feedback or corrections on your grammar structure and pronunciation. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You'll learn from them, and you'll get the feedback you need from them. Because of this, you'll be much less likely to make those same mistakes in the future. Now that you're all set to start your language journey, add some fuel to that fire and start applying these strategies to your educational process. And for even more effective ways of learning a new language, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.